Hi everyone, it's the Tides Changing here, and welcome to part 11 of Let's Build a Shopping District. First I got rid of the blinds so there's more natural light in the bed area, which was suggested by Ultraviolet. And then as far as the second mock bedroom goes, there was quite a few comments saying that there's too much wood and that you couldn't see the woods on the bed and the mirror with the wood on the wall, and that maybe looked a little bit too rustic. So I just overhauled that area, and then Katrina suggested that I swap the green bed with the red bed, so I ended up doing that and then just getting rid of the red bed and using the green one that was meant for, like, it was supposed to be a teenage bed, but I felt like it was better just to go with old modern beds to keep the theme of the store. And then for the first mock bedroom, Victoria suggested changing the rug under the bed to pink, and then Savannah felt that the color of the wall didn't really go with the bed, so I changed it to a pink color so that it coordinated with the pinks that were on the bedspread. And then going over to the other one, I'm just changing the wall color and redoing everything in there. So now it's just a nice plain purple, and I felt like purple went pretty well together with green, so I'm also using the more modern end table, so that's the cheapest one, and everything else in this area over here I just made green. So I feel like it looks a lot better now, and it goes so much better with the theme of the store. I was trying to do something different at first, but it didn't end up working so well, and I really should have just stuck with the theme of the rest of the store. Back over here, Marissa thought a standing mirror would be better beside the bed, and I didn't really change up a whole lot about the layout over here. There were requests to put in dressers to complete the set or to use double beds, but I worry that double beds would take up too much space, and I wanted this side of the room to mainly be for displaying beds. I wanted to be able to have a bunch of different types. I also didn't want to spend a ton of time reconfiguring things, so for the most part I just kept it how it was. One thing that I did end up changing about the layout up here, though, was adding in shelves above the mock bedrooms to put additional beds on, which was suggested by 2000 Dolls, and I thought it could look pretty cool and I wanted to give it a try, and it did end up looking really good and helped to fill out the walls a bit more, since this level does have a higher ceiling height. So I just put the same type of bed that was in the display but in a different color, because there weren't really any other modern single beds other than maybe the air mattresses, but I felt like this place was a bit too high-end to be selling air mattresses. So moving on from the bedroom area over to where the end tables are, Camilla suggested that I change the middle end table that was on the display to one that was a bit more sleek and modern, and I did of course have to replace all of them because of the stupid glitch with move objects and replacing the wall paint color. So as you can see, it just took out everything that was raised up on the shelves on this level. I swapped the dressers that were on the ends because one of them stuck out a lot further than the other, and I felt like that one was better on the side where the bed display was, because there isn't as much room over in the study displaying. Things are a bit cramped. As far as the filing cabinets go, the overall consensus was to get rid of them because typically furniture stores wouldn't sell filing cabinets. They're more so things you would see at office supply stores, and I did realize that after I put them in, but I wanted to see what you all would say because I wasn't sure if a lot of you really liked them and wanted them to stay in. Also, Joanne suggested that I swapped the desk lamp display with the desk that was on the right side, but I ended up moving it over to where the filing cabinets were and then put the desk that was in the center against the window, and there were some other comments saying to put a desk where the desk lamp display was as well. So hopefully this works a lot better. I think it does because it doesn't block the window like it did before, but I ended up replacing the desk that was in the center that ended up against the wall with the one that was over on the right side, because that one was a lot neater looking. And then above where the desk lamp display was, I just put in some more desk chairs so there's a bit of symmetry between the two sides. So then that did mean that I had to put something else in underneath the other desk chairs. Marishawn in Fallen Tranquility suggested that I add in bookshelves somewhere in the study area, so that's what I ended up putting in over on the other side, which did work really well. It's definitely a great thing to have in the study area. I do wish they were empty, though. It would probably look a bit more realistic if they were. That's about it. Lastly, Audrey and Amber pointed out that the red couches were poking through the fence a bit, so I did of course have to go and fix that. That is it for the furnishing of the furniture store, and before moving on, I wanted to show what the store looked like with everything inside of it, because I think places always do look better when you can look in through the windows and see all the furnishing instead of just gray like in here. So it definitely looks much better with everything in there, and then here's what it looks like around the back. So for the remainder of the part, I'm going to work on the area directly behind this door and also the area in front of the next door, which will be a kid's door. So starting off back here, the consensus on the patio area was to go ahead and do it. But I'm not going to add in hot tubs like I discussed I might, because I thought about it, and one, they take up a lot of room and I don't want this area to be too big, and also I said in previous parts that I didn't want to include bathroom or kitchen stuff because I want it to be a furniture store, not a plumbing and appliance store. So given that I said that, I feel like it wouldn't make a lot of sense if I just stuck a hot tub back here. So I'm just going to have tables and couches and chairs and other types of patio furniture back here. I think it'll work a little bit better that way. So I will try out using the fence that came with Perfect Patio stuff. So I think we'll go a couple of tiles past where the other area ended. I think that's good because I do want to have space back here for some other stuff. Yeah, and with this, if I had hot tubs in, because the hot tubs are 3x3. Oh, right, I'm not on the... I turned the grid on, I was wondering why I wasn't showing. So, a hot tub will take up, like, all of this space, which just doesn't leave a lot of room for other stuff. And actually, I think I'll try out moving it one tile back. See how that looks. Yeah, I think that size is fine, and we'll just get rid of this because I do not want to keep that. I can also try out a different color, maybe a lighter brown would look a little bit better than the white. Although the white is nice for the modern theme, but then again the fence next to it is white as well. So maybe this will look a little bit better, and why are you glitching? Okay, good. Maybe the white looked a little bit better. Let's see. Gonna be a little bit indecisive on this. I don't know, maybe the brown looks a little better because the white might be a bit too much. We also have some other colors like grays. This one perhaps. Don't want to spend too much time like trying out all the different colors. So I'll try a couple more and then you all can let me know what you think works best. So this is also with a darker brown. There is a black. I do know that I want to go with black. So what I'm going to do is stick with the lighter brown that I showed before for the time being. Let me know in the comments what you think I should use as the color of this. And then we do of course have to get in the gate, so this is the gate right here, and this is the color that matches. Another thought is that I could use this, or would it work if I did that, like had the hedge gate around the regular one? I mean, that is another option to make this whole thing look more open since it is the back end of a store. Let's see how it looked compared to just that. Yeah, I think the hedge one looks a bit better, a bit more open. And then something else I wanted to do was add in the hedges, the hedge decorations that came with Perfect Patio stuff. I'm going to be using a lot of stuff from that stuff pack in here. So be prepared to hear me say that a lot. But I wanted to throw these in and also tie in with the hedge gate right there so it doesn't look so out of place. I did see that they did this in in the room that came with the stuff pack. And then I think we had a single one over here. Yeah. Okay, that works pretty well. Let's get some more going in over here. We need another single one. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. It does tie in well with this archway. I was thinking about having mini gardens with plants in them, but I don't think there's going to be enough space for that because I actually want to have a lot of room to show things. So if I go having a one tile wide thing with plants, that would take up a lot of space. Because what I was thinking about doing is putting in a low fencing, like kind of going out one tile or maybe in the corner or something with some plants. But I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think just having the hedges will be enough. Okay, move that over and then this is the last one. Alright, yeah, I think that'll be enough greenery for back here. So as far as the ground covering, I was thinking a nice asphalt, like no, that's a dirt. It's in here. Or this? Yeah, I think this. So just go with this. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. With maybe a different kind of concrete path going down the center towards the archway back here. I'm not sure how this is going to look once it combines with whatever's back here, because I'll probably, as far as pavement goes back here, I'll probably use the same brick that I used around the front. Yeah, that one right here, so it might look a little odd when they meet. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll be fine if we have that. Or what I could do rather than having... Okay, that would look so much better because before I was planning on just using a regular beige concrete, but I think this... Yeah, that'll look better. It'll tie in with whatever pavement I have back here more. Yeah, I think not including the hot tubs is definitely a good thing because it would just take up so much space to have those. So for right here, I'm thinking another patio furniture display like the one out, or like a couch display like the one out in the front. Will we be able to fit in the large one? Right here. It's going right up. Oh, maybe that's fine. Yeah, we can fill in all the space. Oh, I need to get this one. So we'll get them in so that... let's get it so it's not cutting through that pillow. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm going to go with a different color, of course. Maybe a nice purple. I do like this one. But yeah, I think I'll go with the purple. That's one I haven't really used yet. I think it looks pretty nice and colorful. I'll also get the ottoman. As far as the coloring of this goes, I do want to see if I can find a different color with the same wicker than just the purple. Okay, so what has the same grayish kind of wicker? Okay, nothing else does, so I'm going to go with the standard purple that matches. And I think some kind of decoration on it would be really nice. Maybe a potted plant? How about this one? And we'll just raise it up a little bit so that it looks like it's sitting on top of it. And maybe turn it slightly, just because. As far as the coloring goes, let's go with the bright blue. At least purple's a color I don't use too often. Oh, we could also have an end table there. I don't think there was an end table that came with perfect patio, so maybe there was. Oh, no, there wasn't. Maybe this. This seems like it could be pretty outdoorsy. This came with Get to Work. And let's go with the black. And on top of it, I could put in that candlelight. Yeah, this. Perfect. Alright, so that is one setup. So for over here, what can I fit in? I can fit in... How about another one of the umbrella tables? And then on the other side, I could have a larger one that I didn't get the opportunity to place over there. And ooh, I could probably fit in one of the living chairs. So we do want to get it so it's outside of the awning. Okay, that works. And would it look fine to fit in the living chair? Do the same kind of thing. Okay, that's... I won't have the living chair right there. And actually, I'm gonna delete this. It's getting a little bit too close to this. I would like more room for it. Get a little bit further away from the awning. And a little further back as well. And as far as the coloring goes, let's figure that out. How about the nice bright blue or nice bright green? I think that goes rather nicely with the purple. I think I'll go with the bright blue. And then as far as the dining chairs around it, we'll just add in a bunch of those. I'll pick a different color than I did out front. Okay, so I think with this, yeah, this one would go really well. Alright, there's that. We could also use another plant right in this corner. I think that would be a good spot. How about that tree one that doesn't quite work indoors? Yeah, I think that would be a really good spot. I want to make sure it doesn't pop through the awning too much. Actually, maybe a shorter one over there and this one over here. And in case you haven't noticed, my game is lagging less now that I'm out here. Because when I was working on the actual shop in here, it was lagging so much. Like if I, when I go in here, it lags. But then if I'm just out here, it's fine. Like, look at that. It was probably something to do with how many items are in there. But I'm glad it's not doing it all over the lot because it's going by so much quicker now. Because it was driving me nuts before. Let's go with, ooh, purple. Purple, I don't know. Let's keep it more of a standard color than purple or pink. That is pretty cool. Actually, I think, is there gray? Actually, I think I'll change it to these. I think darker would be better. Yeah, it contrasts with this a little bit more. And actually not so sure about that color anymore. Yeah, maybe something darker and simpler would be better. So we'll go with that. Just because I was worried about it clashing too much with the purple and then with the red right here, so I think this works a bit better. And over here, I wanted to have the large table that I took out of the other spot. Okay, so where was that? That was right here, and maybe there will be enough spot for a bar over here. And then I can also have the bar stools in. So I'm not going to put chairs on the ends, because that would make it a bit too crowded. So I'll just have them right here. And let's move that. Okay, I think that works. And as for the coloring, I think I'll go with this one. I do like this one. Yeah, I'm just going to show like a whole set. I'm not going to mismatch the chairs or anything. And I do wish there was an umbrella. Yeah, it looks a little bit weird to try and stick another table inside, but like even if I, yeah. I wish they just had, like in The Sims 3, they had umbrellas by themselves that you could just stick in, like just stick on top of tables, and I really miss that. Okay, so here's the bar. This is the perfect patty stuff one. And actually, oh, ooh, what if we did this? Does that look weird? Yeah, that might look a little bit weird. I think it worked better if it was one that was in, like, where you could still see a little bit of the actual pot part of it. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. And scooch that in a little closer there. Okay, and then as far as the bar stools go, this is the one that we want. And let's see what options we have for this. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with this one. And with these woods. Maybe not. Ooh. I like how that looks. I think I'll stick with the coloring I currently have. And then in the center I can have a fruit bowl. So I'm just gonna search for fruit rather than hunting it. Okay, this is what we want. Yeah, so I can just stick that right here. And we could also use some lighting back here as well. You know, I could stick that lantern light on top of this. Let's give that a go. We can put it closer to the seating. Maybe move this over a bit and then move this here. Okay, I think that works. I think other than some lighting back here, it's pretty much done. Except maybe, ooh, I could have a smaller sign on the bar. Yeah, we can do that. And let's go with that. Okay, so now to figure out the lighting situation back here. Okay, so we can have, what did I use? Actually, what did I use around the, oh, I used the invisible lighting around there. Okay, so we can have some of this. Well, this is a little bit more modern. So we can try that out. Try another one over here. Let's figure out what else we can do for some lighting back here. This thing doesn't really do a whole lot of good as far as lighting. There is this that came with Outdoor Retreat. So we could put this in the corner near the bar. I do want to see what other color options we have. Maybe one that looks a little bit better. Oh, I do like that one. I think that's pretty good as far as the lighting goes, so I'll leave it at that. So that means that the outdoor area back here is complete, so we can get a look at it with all the walls up. Yeah, so that is our pretty much complete furniture store. I'll worry about everything else back here later on once it's all done. So moving around to the front. I wanted this kid's store to be more of a family-owned, mom-pop kind of a place, and I thought it'd be really cute if there was a shelving display with some toys on it. I think that'd be pretty adorable. So I do want to see what kind of get-to-work shelving we have for displaying furniture on, so we'll just set it to, oh, this is more organized now since the patch. Before everything was just jumbled together. So that is nice. I also noticed this, so oh my gosh, no. Oh, that'd be awful if I accidentally click that. I did just save though, so it wouldn't be too big of a deal, but yeah, so that's there now instead of in here, so that's pretty sweet. But anyway, back to finding some shelving that would look nice outdoors. I would like something that's 2-level, but I don't think I'm going to find quite what I'm looking for. So I think I'll just have to use a regular old table. How about this? I'm just thinking about turning it kind of diagonally like that, but that might be a bit odd looking. Yeah, we might want to just... Oh. Okay. We can just have it a little bit away from the store. A nice wood color would be good. Oh, there might be more over in the retail item section. Oh yeah, there is. Okay, so this isn't exactly what I had in mind. It could work. I would like something a little bit smaller. See, what I want is something that looks more like just a regular old table, not some fancy shelving system. But I was hoping to get something with a shelf, just another shelf just a little bit above the regular table height, but what might be best for what I want is just going with a regular old dining table. So there is this one that I used before. In this color maybe. Let's see how this looks. I just wanted something to be like out here, to be like, hey, this is a sampling of what we've got inside. And actually I kind of want to change the color of these to like to a brown. Yeah, I think a brown will look a bit nicer than the white. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay, so we've got the little table here. How about a chair? Just like for someone can sit in and watch and make sure no one's stealing any of the goods, for those of you who are worried about that. Okay, maybe something a bit more outdoorsy. Like this, just a simple fold-up chair. Like that. We'll go with that. Yeah, so I'm not sure, like, this whole thing might look kind of odd, and I do want to have more displays, like, right here, just directly inside the window. I do want to just furnish this and see how it looks. Actually, maybe have slightly lighter wood. There's that, there's also that. Actually, this table might be better. I'm gonna go with this one instead. It's a little simpler. And we got some more toys under here. I just want to try this out and... Oh, that's interesting. It's like the same thing except you can't change the color of it. How about this color? I'll put the toys on this and see how it looks, and if it looks too weird I can just get rid of it. Maybe the original color instead, or like this. Yeah, and then we do need a sign. I'm gonna grab the one that was out front of the bakery because I think that one has more color options to it. Yeah, so we'll go with that. You can have it like this, right next to that chair. Or, I mean, there's some different looks you got for the front of it. Ooh, I like this one. Or this one. Oh, that one looks kind of fun. I've seen clothing stores before that have had some of their clothing out in front of it, so that's where the idea for this came from, and I do want this store to sell some clothing, so I could try to make a mock clothing rack out here, maybe, but that might be a little bit too colory for out front here. So going over to kids, I'm gonna have a sampling of the goods out here. I'm gonna turn this like this. Let's do a bright blue color. How about a little bunny? Ah, there we go. I think that turning is fine. And I don't know, it seems kind of odd that the table's crooked, but I thought I'd make it look more like it's facing you as you're walking into the store. And, ooh, how about a ladybug? Oh yeah, we can stick that there. And then there will, of course, be more of this stuff on the inside. What else? I don't know if we want to have anything big out here. At least here it's under the awning, so it's kind of getting some protection from the elements. You know, if you're thinking about things in a realistic sense. So we can have that. Let's size you up so you're a bit bigger. Or maybe I should size up the horsey toy and leave the car toy the same size. Yeah, we'll make a larger horse toy and scooch that one over here. How about a larger Triceratops? And, ooh, a little llama out front. I'll change the color of that so it's something other than pink, since you got the pink right there. And a helicopter. And some superheroes. So inside there can be these same type of toys, but in more color varieties. Where can we put you in? So we get another one of you in right here. And maybe we could fit in some more toys. Oh, dinosaur! Or not, oh, that's a dragon. I meant to say dragon. I don't know. I always thought dragons were the coolest thing when I was younger, so I got pretty excited about seeing that dragon toy. But I'm gonna, I want the dragon to be visible. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stick any toys under there because customers wouldn't be able to see them anyway. So we can have the dragon toy right there off to the side, and I think this is a nice showing of what's in here. Ooh, we should probably stick this flooring right there as well. I don't know if there should be other things in front of the shop, like maybe a flower bed or something. So it does look a little dull. I just feel like there should be something else in front of the store. So what I could do is, I don't know, I'll just use this for the time being. Oh, that is not the fencing I meant to use. So I could do something like this, have a flower bed that kind of extends part of the way, maybe at least in front of that store, like that. And then I could even just carry it over in front of this one as well. We'll say later down the road, have some flowers in it, and then maybe a bench in front of it. And then you do have a path to go through to the entrance, because I feel like it's a little bit bland right here. Yep, so we'll get rid of that. Alright, that's all changed, so we can get some flowers in there. I think it'll really help to make things look a little bit more lively, because it seems quite bland. Oh, so I can just, don't have to worry about where you place it because there's flooring, so it'll disappear under that. And I'm going to keep the plants in here pretty low lying because I don't want to block the view of the stores. Okay, no, that's not quite what I wanted to add in. We do have this. And then this as well. Ooh, actually, some lavender might look nice in there. Okay, so we can do that. Add in this. Another one of these. Ooh, how about some more lavender here? And just space these a bit closer together. Alright, so that is that. And then we can get another one in right here. And let's try out adding in a bench. I like how it looks, but I feel like it doesn't look quite balanced because there's nothing down there. So I could make a tweak a little further down there and add some of these in front of the bistro and move the tables a little bit closer in. Oops. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to also add it in front of this door down here and see how that looks, and then try it down over by the, did I call it bistro? The bakery, I mean. And see how it looks over there. Okay, so move that in. I'm going to just kind of do the same thing with it. Okay. So that's how, we'll take it a little further back. Okay, good. Okay, so this is what we've got with that in place down there. I couldn't fit things in over here, and I really do want to keep these tables, so I'm just going to leave this side how it is. I mean, realistically speaking, I don't know that you would actually have something like this where part of the street does this, but then further up it does it. Maybe it's fine. I'll just leave it. I think it looks pretty nice, especially when you're looking at it like this. Makes things look a lot more filled out. So that's all that I'm going to do. Actually, I do need some exterior lighting out here. So once that's done, that's all that I'm going to do for the front of this door. So let's go to the night view and see what we can do to light things up here. Might not... we could fit them in between, like right on the holes or whatever between the two windows. It actually fits in pretty well there. Okay, let's do... Yeah, no, I think the black's fine. Okay, so that's the lighting we have in front there. I think that works pretty well. Oh, also a trash can in the corner might be good. Yeah, so we just have one right there. And while I'm at it, I'll put these on this shop as well. Oh, let's also fix this. So that's pretty much it that I'm going to do for the exterior now. And then this will be the book/comic book store, so I could have a bookshelf, like some book displays out in front here to show a sampling of what's inside. So as far as this shop goes, I wanted to take up both floors, and then as far as the one next to it, I think I'm going to have just only one floor for the bookshop, because you don't really need 2 floors worth of books. And then up here, I'll have a like 1-bedroom or studio apartment, because I know a lot of you did want to see some type of apartment somewhere in this build. And then for the basement, what I'm going to do is have I wanted to do a futuristic sci-fi themed bar underneath the comic book store that you access through like a hidden bookshelf door. Where is it? This one right here, like through this door. I think that'd be really cool, and I'm going to have it take up underneath both of these, so there's plenty of space. And in there, I was also thinking there could be a glass room that's separated with a bunch of computers, kind of like a LAN center. I think that could be really cool to do. Before ending this part, I'm going to get the basic layout of this kid store done. And so we do want to have some staircases. Actually, a plain wood staircase might be good. Okay, so we got that in there. Yeah, I think that works pretty well. Let's get a railing board as well. Alright, which one matches? It's gonna be whatever... Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, you can't really see it from right there. And then for up here, I was thinking I could use the half walls. Since they're in the game, they're pretty cool. Yeah, so we're gonna have a half wall up here instead of a railing. I think that will look really nice. And then, as far as the register area, what I wanted to do was have a wall that goes across like this. 3 wide, so it unfortunately does leave things a bit closed off, but I wanted this place to have a really cozy mod paw shop kind of a look. And this is just gonna be like a placeholder counter. I'll change this later on when I actually work on the store, but 1 tile away. Oh great, we're getting some lagging in here. It's a bit better than the other store, though. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, that actually is a full tile, so I wanted to have the register. Let me just grab this. Right here, I may change out these counters and then have some assorted toys and stuff on the counters and maybe some wall decorations for sale back behind here. That way, the register's right as you walk in the store, so I think that could be pretty nice. I'll just add in the outdoor tree columns for the time being. I like the wooden look of them. Keep in mind this is something that I might change once I get into things. I'll probably change the counters too, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what I was imagining for the layout. So then over here in the windows I did want to have some displays. And a while back Iana said that it could be pretty cool to give a forest theme to the store, so like I could use the tree trunk tables and chairs and put some toys on them, maybe in the display window, and have that kind of theme there. And since there are half walls, I can use half walls to mark this off, so that is pretty cool. And maybe there'll be some room for a little display right here. Probably nothing over here, and then of course we'll have the toys right here. And then for the back, actually let me get a door in. I did want to have a door. But for the back I was thinking this could be the clothing area. So that way it's kind of in its own little area, and I think it could look really nice. I can have some clothing on tables and stuff, and then have some mannequins. And then upstairs will be the larger kid stuff, like the science tables, violins, the big stuffed animals, and I don't think I'm going to have beds and stuff like that. It's just going to mainly be toys. But that's what I want to have up here, and then I was thinking the bathroom could be right there. And this is a small store, so I'll just have 1 bathroom upstairs. We'll get the same kind of window back here, and I think that's the same height I had it. Oh, no, that's actually higher than I had in the front. Alright then, we'll move it down. Okay, how does that look from the back? Okay, that looks pretty good. And I think it'll look nice to have the flowers below this as well. And then there were comments in previous parts saying that I could use like this column to separate the building, so I'll do that. And we do have to go down to this level with the grid on to be able to place it there. And I can do the same thing around the front. And on the lower level. Alright. Maybe not on the lower level in the front. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it like that. And I can... Yeah, I'll push the awnings a bit closer together to hide the bottom of that. And oh joy, we've got glitching. Okay, fixed. There were also comments back in the earlier parts about there being too many of the same kind of awning. So I will switch this one up. I'll keep these the same. Yeah, because that's like the same as the one here. So I'll use the other kind of awning that came with Get to Work for this shop once I get to it. I mean, I could just get rid of the awning, but I like the look of the deck over the awning. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is just about it that I'm going to do in this part so you can get an idea of how the kids' store is going to look. And I do actually really like how it looks from the front here. I think that this table showing some of the stuff is cute. And then I'll make sure to have the display behind it be a little bit higher up so you can see the stuff over it. And yeah, so once again, this is what the inside of it's going to look like. I'm going to end the part here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!